Any feeling?
Look, are we taping? I didn't feel right.
Look at what we got. We're in a new spot. It's not wonderful.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to the Church of the Misfits.
Welcome.
It's a great day.
They wouldn't even believe where we if they could really see like where we were.
Where we really are.
Yeah, that probably would just throw some people like
how?
Because even just looking on the screen when it was set up,
When we were doing the tape,
I was like, I'm looking at the back and like,
how does
how did this work? Like, it's magic. We love it.
Well, welcome. Well, we're kind of moving into our new set. I'm happy. I'll say that.
See, it flowed, and that's a segue. We're going to wait on that statement. First, before I say that, this was not planned. And there's Diva, she sees the lights. But this was not planned. I mean, when I pulled up and seen him, he couldn't see me because I was still in the car. So I was like, first thing he's going to say is, you trying to dress like me. And that was so
not played at all.
It was not planned. This was not planned.
Well, how was your day? How was your week?
I can't say it was bad. I won't say it was bad. It was a little challenging, but once you get to that point, I don't want to say that when you get used to it, because that's inviting it to keep on happening. So I'll say, having had the experiences before, I just learned how to deal with them better to get through my day more efficiently. Dang, I'm good. I like the way I said that.
You did another perfect segue to our
exactly. And I didn't even think about it on that.
Because you wanted to call me as a perfect segue. Yeah.
That was, wow, that was good.
We're going to talk about success, happiness. But before that, I'm going to say one thing. This week, you know, I've been telling you, I've been having trying week with my boss's boss and things like that. I was having fun this week. I got on the phone. I think I used your tactic that you told me to do, and it just was inviting. It was just fun. I'm gonna let you tell them your tactic, but let's go ahead and let's talk about this. Success. What is success? Blurt out some answers. Come on. Hey. Yeah. Okay. That's a good one.
You think? I like that one better. I ain't gonna say not against either one of y'all, but that was good.
Well, let's look at it this way. You can't know that you're successful unless you make a mark.
Go deeper.
Okay.
Because I'm curious to know.
No, with this mark.
Yeah.
You have to define what success is for you on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and it doesn't. And once you get to that point, you'll know that you can be successful. You cannot be happy unless you know where happiness lives for you at that point in time.
I'm hearing you.
Okay. Another way of saying it is set the foundation, and you'll know that your success is your day is going right.
Okay, so I mean, if I'm hearing you correctly, if we, for lack of better terms, dummy it down a little bit, would we be saying that success is an achievable goal?
I want to say goal, but some people think of goals and resolutions as a stopping point. So that's why I said a mark. Like if I say this, that I'm going to be able to jog down the street. Now, if I jog down the street, I made my mark. But if I continue jogging and can make it around the block or around the full track, I'm more successful.
So we're saying basically success would be defined sort of like this young man over here said, writing down writing down the plan and then taking the steps toward achieving it, if not going above it.
I say that's good.
Okay.
That's why I use mark instead of go.
Okay.
You know, sometimes people think it's goal as a finality, as a when you cross the ribbon at the end of a
what
track
about
meet.
superseding your own expectations?
There you go.
How about that?
He did say he was going abundantly above what you can think of.
I'm just saying. I mean, because if you're saying success is going to be an individual achievement or an individual mark, I would have to say, like, let's take my own personal experience. I feel like a successful moment in my life was I felt like I had to prove, because in school, I was never the one to get the good grades. I was capable of getting them, so we can say the mark would be I was capable to get the good grades, but I wasn't successful because I didn't apply myself into the goals of each grade to meet that mark. So what I decided to do, I asked God if I could go back to school. And in the midst of going through a divorce and moving from Atlanta back to Cleveland, Ohio, I decided, rather than sit and dwell in the pain, because that's kind of how I was raised. Instead of sitting, dwelling in the pain, we found alternatives to get away from it. So one of my alternatives would have been, let me go back to school. Now this is something I could prove to myself, as well as others who thought they set a mark for me. Oh, he ain't gonna never amount to nothing. Look how he did in school, this, that, and the third. So I applied for a community college. My goal, or my mark, was to go back to school and make better grades than I've made after looking at my transcript all through school. I was just like, oh my God, like, with all the stuff you know, this is what you produce. So I was kind of my own worst critic. So when I went back to school, I set the goal that I wanted to graduate in any kind of honors. Now, if I had just made it in the honors, I would have met my mark. The success came when I went back to school. I challenged myself for one semester. I took 7 classes.
These are collegiate level classes. That's
21 credits. When I tell you, and my kids can attest to this, because like I said, I was in the midst of going through the divorce, so they were staying with me. I would lock myself in my room and make myself do my homework. I mean, they heard the books slamming, they heard the crying, the yelling, the screaming at myself, but determined to get this done. Long short of it, I ended up graduating, not in just honors, but national honors. My name is in the National Honor Society book, along with graduating cum laude. Now, what I got ticked off about, which anybody like, why was you ticked? You graduated cum laude. That's good. 7 credits, I get it. But I was 0.3 of a GPA away from getting magna cum laude.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. When I saw that,
I
got one B.
Excuse me. Let me say that again. Congratulations. Period.
Thank you. Yeah, I got that one B, and that's what did it. I was making straight A's. That my writing even increased. My professor, she took me under her wing. One of my English professors I'm sorry, one of my sociology professors literally took me under her wing, and I mean, she would critique my papers and this, that, and the third, to the point that I really didn't realize the effect that had on me now in the writing that I do.
I have a couple questions, because that is success right there.
Right.
What motivated you?
What you mean?
What motivated you? What kept you motivated?
Through school.
Through school. Did you remind yourself? Did you have a vision board? What did you do?
Honestly, what the biggest motivation of it all was because I was feeling like such a failure.
Okay.
Honest, I have to be honest. After I look, when you apply for college, they literally ask you to turn in your high school transcripts. Mm-hmm. When they get the transcripts, it's literally back through junior high. Some could even go as early elementary school. Mm-hmm. And I just looked at all those grades and was just like, you were just a big goofball in school. Like, you smart. Yeah, you smart. You did just what was deemed necessary to go to the next grade. And as I thought back on it, I kind of felt like a failure. Mm-hmm. So then, going through the divorce, the failure thing came on even stronger.
So
I had to get out of it.
This next point of your life.
Yes, I was like, I just refuse to go. We would have to do a show specifically on how school came open, mm-hmm. because it was a very
that was a blessing. We had talked about that.
It was a very profound and spiritual way that I even got back in school. It was phenomenal. I knew it was a miracle. So and God had His hand on it. But in getting back in school, I had made that determination because I missed my high school graduation. Due to not being able to march. When you don't go to practice, you don't get to march. So with that, I missed my high school. I sat in the audience in my cap and gown.
Oh wow!
Exactly. So it was just like the motivation, and I brought that up because another part of the motivation was I wanted that experience of what it felt like to walk across the stage in a cap and gown. Mm-hmm. So I was just that motivated and determined to finish. Even though it was a 2-year college, the average person goes to a 2-year college 3+ years. I did it in 2.
All right. I could go in 7 classes strong. You could have. I did it in 1.5.
Right. I did it in 2, and was also the last part of that success was I was awarded the Martin Luther King National, the Martin Luther King is humanitarian award for an adult going back to school, because I want to say I was 40? Mm-hmm. I want to say I was 40 years old when I went back to school. I'm 42 now, but yeah.
We're gonna leave that success alone. But even with the show, there's been successes. There's been tape successes on this show.
You're looking at a success right here.
On our first one, I said I wanted to lose some weight before my birthday. My birthday was about a month ago from the date this was taped. Yeah. But I see there was some weight loss. But I was talking to you earlier this week, and I was telling you I was telling you that I didn't like the way my day had went. And you had given me some advice. Do you remember this?
I remember the conversation, but I don't remember.
Let me see if I can spark it out of you.
Okay.
What do you do every morning when you drink your water?
That's like a ritual for me. I sure did. I forgot I told you that. I did tell you that.
You did?
Yeah, I wake up every morning, and what I do before I go to bed is I make sure I have water by my bed. Not so much to drink during the night, but for it to be there in the morning when I get up. One of the first things I do, outside of thanking God for waking me, is I step out the bed and I drink this water. And as I'm drinking it, I say 3 times, today is going to be a good day. Today is going to be a good day. Today is going to be a good day. And I'm drinking the water as I'm saying it. It's like internally, just between me, the water, the cup, and God. And I do that every morning.
Now, a lot of these sciences, these motivational speakers call that an affirmation.
Okay.
But basically, you set the foundation for your day by saying the first cognitive ability that you have. You're telling yourself, "This is going to be a great day. Mm-hmm. This is going to be a great day." Oh no! This is going to be a great day, and you're saying it 3 times, which is is repetition, but that affirmation carries with you all day long because that's the first thing you say.
And it tends to stick to you.
A lot of times I keep my TV on at night. A lot of times, if I don't like news. I only watch one news station. Okay. I'm not going to mention the name, but the news is more of a lighter side and it's more social entertainment news than it is political and all that. Okay. They throw that in there, but it's on the lighter side for me. And I don't usually hear about murders happening in the city or things like that, but it keeps me going. And the thing she says is, "Good morning, sunshine." So if anyone knows that one, put it in the comments below. I'm going to send you a t-shirt. If you're the first person that tells me what newscaster that is, I'm going to send you a t-shirt.
Now you're going to have me flipping through all my channels trying to find out. I'll find out when the camera go off. I'm not going to go through all that.
You know you're going to get a t-shirt anyway. But this is my thing for you guys. Let's challenge yourself to make this day that you're in now and every day better than the last one.
That's a success within itself.
Well, if you have a success every day, your month becomes successful, and then your year has to be successful. Then your lifetime successful.
Where you're going.
So we just start building on success, and I found out if you're successful, you usually are happy. I don't know a lot of people that are successful.
I think my chest is puffing up because I feel like we're both pretty established and successful at this moment. We kind of can see a big picture of where this is going to be even more successful, but what gets me is you say the happiness. I'm going to attack that just for a quick second, not to tear it down or anything, but just know. And I think I even alluded to the fact that when I was telling my success story of college, it's like, do know there's going to be some opposition. I won't say bad. I'll just say opposition.
There's gonna be obstacles in the way.
Exactly.
And you can take those and wait a minute. By the way you start your foundation, you can take those obstacles as a good thing or a bad thing.
Mine was both. I'm finna tell the truth.
Well, and you can see it like that. You know, if it was a writing assignment that you just you had to struggle your way through. That could be a good thing because it strengthens your writing skills. And it could, and at the time it might have been a bad because now I have to concentrate a little bit harder on this, focus on it. Okay. But there's one scripture in our friend's birthday. This is the scripture, 8:28. We talked to her a couple, but when she said her birthday, the first thing I could think of was Romans 8:28.
I remember you saying that when we were talking to her now.
Remembering all things are for the good. They might not look good at that moment, but they're for the good.
That's a very good
when your mother made you eat broccoli, you might not like broccoli, I love it too. I love broccoli. I'm gonna go get some broccoli. But the broccoli had nutrients that were good for you, even though you might have felt it was a bad taste in your mouth. So there's things that we do. No, I got a good one. That me and you can relate to. When our mothers came and tore up our papers. Your handwriting ain't right.
I'm finna walk off the set.
Love you, Mom.
Mother. We talked about that before.
Yeah. But that was something at the moment we thought was aggravating a bad situation. But if we look at it, they might have kept us from being doctors. But it turned out good things.
Or that could have been a way to get us to be the doctor if we hadn't been so stubborn when it happened. See, Mom, I saved both moms. Because I did it to my. Only reason why I'm saying that. No,
I love
it. I did it to my kids, and especially my oldest boy. He was the type. He did. I'm gonna say he did. He had tried to achieve what was deemed necessary to graduate, and he was trying to give up, and I just wouldn't let him. I refused to let him. So his success was the day, even though he did it a year later, he walked across that stage, and I remember distinctively to this day when he met up with us after the graduation was over. He came and whispered in my ear, "Thank you," because he was just so happy at the feeling that he got when he knew he achieved something. And that's what I want to share to you or say to you all. Success can come in many different ways,
in many different levels,
and don't, at the first obstacle or opposition, don't give up. You will be surprised what's on that other side of that little. Don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna spit it as 100 as I can with you right now. It's gonna be times you're gonna want to quit. You may even quit and decide to pick it back up. That's fine. Don't quit permanently. Don't quit, period. Just, if you gotta put it down and come back to it, do that. But just know, you could be missing out on something very, a big blessing, very profound in your life.
Very important.
Yeah, if you just let it go. And one of the things I found is that when you do stop like that, that's like your indicator to keep going. That's all I got for you. That's really that indicator to tell you
keep on going.
Keep going. When you feel like you should give up, push through it, and trust me,
it's gonna work out. I'm gonna leave him with this one.
I can't quit. This right here blows me.
I'm gonna leave him out with this one. When you're going through, it may seem like a mountain because your perspective is skewed. But when you look back, you will see that it was only a molehill. So keep going forward.
That statement, mountain and a molehill. Okay. I never really understood the analogy to that till just now. Honestly. When you said it, I'm like, oh, okay, let's read it. Excuse me, you said molehill. That's why they say that. I used to always, when they say that, I'm like, okay. Some things you got to play like you know until you find out.
Fake it till you make it.
I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to play like you know until you really know.
I want to announce the success.
You want to do what?
Announce the success we did.
Okay.
I think it was a week before my birthday, while I was still in Indianapolis.
You really be testing my memory, don't you?
I try. Because you young. I told you that I wanted to get us up to 150 likes on Facebook.
Yeah.
I want to say that we did that. We're on. I said that by the end of March, I wanted to get 200. So we're over 50%, over 75% of the way there. So I just wanted to say that we love everyone that is looking, sponsoring us. We love seeing your comments below. Please continue. But before we leave,
I'm gonna have to start doing. I don't like to hear myself talk. That's why I won't rewatch them unless someone says something
about a certain point.
And then I go, oh yeah, let me go just check out that part of it. And yeah, I'm gonna have to start paying more attention to it.
You be saying some profound things.
I hear people, but
you're one of my favorite guys.
Well, appreciate it. You're my favorite guy, but it's like this. People don't understand. For me, I can only say this for me. When I get on right here, I'm not who you see. This is a whole new being that sits here. And then once that goes off, I go back to being who I know who this person is.
He's being real with you.
I'm just
right.
Exactly.
He's real with you.
That's
all
as
the time.
transparent as I can be right now. I'm a totally different person on that side. But when it comes here, sometimes it's like
he puts back some of his personality and takes on some of his personality, but he's genuine. He is not fake at all.
That's one thing about me. I will not be either. I like you or I don't. There's no in between on that one. I can't even lie about that. I hear that so much. They tell me that at work. Like, hey, either I like you or I don't. But for the most part, I genuinely have.
We love y'all.
Yeah, that personality that gets along with everyone.
So this week, I want to challenge everyone to make each day a great day. Make each experience that you go through a great experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can side eye me because I want to know let's start with you proposing. Let's end it like that. And instead of a prayer this time, let's end it with you giving. Let's get it. You set a mark. Set a mark.
Okay.
Wait. Hear me out. Set a mark. Hey, Diva. You gonna set a mark too, Diva? Set a mark. You already made a mark. You come on every show no matter what. You follow us, don't you? You are #1 fan. I think Diva's the #1 fan.
We gotta get her to
Exactly. Oh, that would be so dope. But look, why don't you set a challenge? Whatever the challenge is,
for myself or them.
Whatever the challenge is that comes out of your mouth, you set the challenge. Or you set the mark. I'd never put it like that. You set the mark, and the achievement, we can measure the achievement to success.
All right. Let's do an act of kindness. Every day I want you to do just a simple act of kindness for another person. Whether that is a coworker, you go in and bring them an apple, or you do something big. It's all up to you, but just show that you can be kind to another human and expect nothing in return but a thank you.
Now, are you saying we're doing this? You said for a week? What did you say?
Yeah, this week we're gonna do
for a whole week.
7 days. 7 days, an act of kindness every day.
And they're to comment like what their act of kindness.
Please
what is it for a day? Can they wait till the whole weekend and say
what
they did for the?
They can't wait till the whole week. Just comment with us all at a time. Just whatever you want to comment. If you want to comment daily on what you did or not, you just give us a comment. All right.
All right. I like that.
Okay.
That's easy for me.
Until the next time, remember, God made you in love, so it's all right. You're good.
Bye. That was right.